But McNasty, let's move on to the next subject, because you know this is a banger of a subject.
Yes, sir.
Introduce it, McNasty. Introduce it.
So your boy, Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo, you gotta put some respect on this man's name. Legalizing recreational use of the weed.
Now, he legalized it, okay? But I feel like this was just a distraction. Because you remember he was on the news like 2 weeks ago for sexual assault allegations.
Right.
It's only been like 2 weeks.
But you know what I think about that? He going out as a real one. If he goes
as a real one,
as for the sexual allegations, bro, they're gonna be like, at least he gave us weed.
He gave us something.
Like, he went down as a real one. He said, y'all trying to take me out? Weed. From my people who elected me and got him some weed.
Now, here's the thing, McNasty. How do you feel about the fact that at this point, a good chunk of the states have already legalized it, right? But the Biden administration recently fired a bunch of people off of like the admin, like out of the White House staff for past weed usage. But yet, Biden's current vice president has admitted to using weed, and he was a vice president under a president who also admitted to using weed, and he still has a legalized weed.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? How do we feel on this? When do you think we're gonna just legalize it altogether?
It's coming soon, definitely. Like, everybody.
What's your estimate? What's your estimate? Like, how many years?
10 years. 10, 15.
10 years for 10 to 15 before we legalize it completely?
Yeah. Because think about it. Like, 10 to 15 years is what? Like 4 terms? A little three terms.
3.5 terms, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, by then, the older, like you gotta realize, all these politicians are old as fuck. Right? So we're just electing people from they're just mad old. But, like, 3 or 4,
election
3 or 4
cycles.
times from now, election cycles right now, you get that younger blood. Like, they're not real young, like current to age, but they understand. Like, they were
they would be Generation X. They would be like the Generation X, like the people born in the 70s and 80s. That generation.
Yeah,
more like the 70s.
Yeah.
No, more like the 80s. I would say more like the 80s. Yeah.
Early 90s.
Early
maybe.
90s. Yeah.
Those are the people, that were just smoking. Just chilling. And, like, they're more accepting of it. Because, like, right now, I know parents who, like, they know they're, like, teenagers smoke weed. And it's like,
now, here's a crazy statistic. Do you know what percentage of the U.S. population actually admits to having smoked weed in their past?
Admits to it?
Admits to it.
15?
Huh?
15%?
15? You would only estimate 15?
Yeah, because, like, if
that's
it's
low.
that old, why would you go around saying, yeah, I used to smoke weed? Like, you don't
15,
have to, you're too old for that.
15 is actually low.
So let's go 30.
Still low.
45.
Still low.
65%.
A little bit over 50% of the population admits to have smoking weed in their past. So half the country, 1 in 2 adults, admits that they smoked weed. And yet we still haven't legalized it. Like, at this point, just legalize it. Everybody's done it.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. 3-4 election cycles, you're gonna have somebody who, like, they're gonna know that's what the people want. Trying to save face, they're gonna legalize that shit right away.
Facts.
Yep. But it's like,
all right,
it's like a good thing and a bad thing. But, like, the good thing is you get the weed. But the bad thing, like, some people don't know how to handle themselves. Like, they don't have that street smart. Like, I can't smoke before going to work because I know I'm not gonna do it. So why
you won't be productive.
Yeah, so why would I even risk it? But some people will be like, I'm gonna just smoke this and see how the day goes, and just fucks it up for themselves. So it's like weeding out people. Like,
now you can say that you can make the same argument for alcohol. It's like, okay, well, most people know that you sit and day drink if you're gonna go to work. Like, it's the same idea.
Anyway.
So whoever was gonna do it, they're gonna do it regardless. We're not gonna be able to stop that. But No, we just gotta legalize it at this point. We're too far in the process. Shout out to New York for legalizing it. So New York and New Jersey have now made it recreational use completely legal, along with Colorado. California is recreational too, right? Yeah, California and a couple of other places, including Washington, D.C., where all the lawmakers are at. You would think that being around that, they would be able to think that it should be legal, right?
Yo, Oregon, you could smoke crack. That's crazy. Right?
Oregon went off the wall with their rules. They just said legalize everything. What the fuck, Oregon? But it makes sense for why they did it. Like, there's science to back it, explaining why they legalized it.
So if you want to smoke crack in the streets, go to Oregon.
Go to Oregon.